My name is Sunday Bada. I am here again to teach you guys how to solve JAMB past question mathematics for year 2024. We are going to begin from question 31 to question 40. Let's begin. How many proper and improper subsets are there in the set K, A, B, C, D, E? Now, what you are going to use this formula 2 raised power n. The n stand for how many digit number are this alphabet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are 5. Therefore, we are going to say 2 raised power 5. Therefore, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2 is going to give us 32. 32. Our answer is what? 32. This 2 raised power 5 is like 2 times 5 in 5 places. That's how we got our 32. Do you have 32 there? Yes, option C. Our correct answer is what? Option C. Let's move forward to the next question. Differentiate cos 25 degree minus sine 25 degree. Now what you are going to do, differentiate and the derivatives like the same thing, like the y dx, something like that. If you want to do this one separately, which is firstly we do it one after the other. For example, cos 25 degree, if you want to find the derivative of this one, is going to use to what? It's going to give you minus sine 25 degree. This is what the answer is going to give you. And for the sine 25, if you want to find the y dx of it, 25 degree, is going to give us what? Cosine. Now, the derivative of sine 25 degree equals to cosine 25 degree. That's what we give us as cosine. Derivative of cosine 25 equals to minus sine 25 degree. Now, we are going to write out the question out. This question differentiates cosine 25 degree minus sine 25 degree. It will be equals to what? We are going to replace it with what we got here. Cosine 24 equivalent to what? Minus sine 25 degree minus this minus sine 25 degree. That one equivalent to what? Derivative of it is what? Cosine 25 degree. Minus is at the back of here. Yes, I want to show us one illustration. For example, we have minus 10 minus 5. What is that one going to give us? It's going to give us minus 15 because you are owing 10 naira and you are owing 5 naira. That's why we have minus 15. The reason why we combine it because they are from the same family, 10, 10. But if you have 10x and minus 5, we can't do that to this one. But the same thing, we can still write it this way, minus 10 plus 5 is still going to give us what? Minus 15, because we just want to add it together as a bracket and put the minus at the back of the square. We are going to do the same thing for this one because sine and cosine, they are not from the same family. We cannot add them together. Therefore, we are going to do what? Bracket it and change this sign minus to plus. So it look like this, minus sine 25 degree plus cosine 25 degree. Yes, this is our final answer. Yes, we just put the minus at the back. Now let's look for the our answer. Sine 25 degree plus cosine 25. Our final answer option is A. A. Let's move to the next question. The mean of the number 13, 16x, 18, 21, 2x, 35 is 22. Find the value of x. This question has given us the mean. What is our mean? 22. 22, isn't it? Now, this is the formula for the mean. Summation of fs divided by n. This is the formula we are going to use. And now we are going to add like summation of all this and divide it by the total of this. This one, let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are all 7, which means the n will be what? 7. and we are going to add all these number together. And our this mean, the question has given us the mean already, which is 22. Therefore, let's add everything together. 13 plus 16 plus x plus 18 plus 21 plus 2x plus 35. What is it going to give us? 13 plus 16 plus 18 plus 21 plus 35 is going to give me 103 plus, we have x here, plus x plus 2x is going to give me what? Yeah, it's going to give me what? 1033x. Now, let's write this. Our mean is what? 22 equals to the total of what we have here. We have 103 plus 3x divided by what? What is our n? Our n is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to cross multiply. 22 multiplied by this and 1, we are going to get 103 plus 3x equals to 22 multiplied by 7. What is it going to give us? 2 multiplied by 7 is going to give us 154. 154. Now we are going to collect light time. Collect light time. 3x 154. This 103 we jump to the is equal to, we change the signs to what? So minus 103. 3x equals to 154 minus 103. We're going to get 51. Now going to do what? The next thing we are going to do, we are going to divide it by 3 coefficients of x. 3n1, 3n1. 51 divided by 3, we're going to get 17. Our final answer, x is equal to what? 17. Do you have 17 there? Yes, B. Our final, the value of the x is what? 17, which is B. Let's move to the next question. Find the variance of a group of data whose standard deviation is 12.34 to the nearest whole number. The question said that we should look for the variance, but the question has given us standard deviation. What we are going to do is that we are going to use the formula of standard deviation to solve this question. Standard deviation, the formula is square root of the variance. Square root of the variance. What is the standard deviation? The question has given us is 12.34, and the question said that we should look for the variance, question mark. Now let's apply it. What is our standard deviation? Our standard deviation is 12.34 equals to square root of variance that we don't know yet. Now the next thing we are going to do, we are going to move this square root, and put it on the standard deviation the question gives us. We are going to have 12.34 base power 2, and the v with what will be free from the square root. Now what is the 12.334 raised power 2? 12.34 times 12.34. We are going to get our variance equals to 152.275. Now the question say that find your answer to the nearest whole number. It means that without no decimal at all. Therefore, what do we have here? We have 2 here. It's not up to 5. If it is up to 5 now, we can turn this to 1 and add this to this 2, making 153. Since it is not up to 5, we are just going to ignore it and do what? And write our final answer, 152. Do we have 152 there? Yes, option C. Our correct answer is what? Option C. Let's move to the next question. Calculate the standard deviations of the following scores: 5, 4, 6, 7, and 8. The first thing that we need to do is that we need to look for the variance of this set. When we look for the variance, then we now do what? Look for the standard deviation, because standard deviation equivalent to square root of the variance. Let's calculate the variance first. What is the formula of variance? The formula of variance is x minus raised power 2 divided by n. This is the variance. This is what we are going to calculate now, which is the variance. The formula we're going to use. This one is n. So, let me draw this so that we will not make any mistake. Here will be x, and here will be what? Here will be x minus s, and here will be what? X minus raised power 2. We have what there? We have 5, we have 4, and we have 6, we have 7, and we have 8. Let me just stop there. 7, and we have 8. Now, let's look for the mean first before we proceed from here. What is the mean? Let's calculate the mean. 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 divided by what? By the frequency, number of frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5. Therefore, 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 is going to give us 30 divided by 5 is going to give us 6. It means that the mean is what? 6. The mean is 6. I'm going to say what is our x? Our x here under this row is 5 minus 6. What is it going to give us? It's going to give us minus 1. Minus 1 times minus 1 is going to give us positive 1 because minus times minus is plus. Now the next one is 4 minus 6. What is it going to give us? Minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2 is going to give us positive 4. 6 minus 6 is going to give us what? 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 7 minus 6 is going to give us 1. 1 times 1, 1. 8 minus 6, which is me, is going to give us 2. 2 times 2 is going to give us 4. Now, let's add everything together. 1 plus 4, 5, 6, 10. Everything is what? 10 here. Therefore, the formula for the variance, like I said, is what? This one. The total what we got here, which is this, is what? 10. The number of the frequency, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5 is going to give us what? 2. Now, we are going to calculate the standard deviation. Now, the question said that calculate the standard deviation. What is the standard deviation? Standard deviation is the square root of what? Variance. Now, standard deviation equals to, what is the variance that we got? We got 2. Our final answer is what? Square root of 2. What is where is our final answer? Standard deviation is square root of 2. Do we have square root of 2 there? Yes. Option A. This is the final answer. Let's move to the next question. From a class of 5 girls and 7 boys, a committee consisting of 2 girls and 3 boys is to be formed. How many ways can they be done? Now, this can be done by using the topic in a mathematics called combination, permutation and combination. So, this one is combination when you are selecting from its combination. Now, the total of the girls that we have, yes, so 5. And we want to select how many? 2 girls for this one. And for the boys, you have total of what? How many? 7. I want to select how many community from the boys? 3. Now we are going to combine it now to calculate it. For this one, we are going to say, if you want to, 5, 2 is the same thing as 5 factorial over 5 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Now to open this one, we are going to say 5. To open the factorial, we are going to multiply it backward. 5 times 4 times 3 factorial. Let's stop at this 3 factorial. The reason is that when I say 5 minus 2, I'm going to get 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Now, this 3 factorial, we cut out 3 factorial. Now, I will have only 5 times 2. This 2 times 1 is the same thing as 2. When I say 2 here 1, 2 here 2. 5 times 2, I'm going to get 10 here. It's a 10. And the second one for the boys, get 7 factorial over, we are going to use the 7 to minus 3. 7 minus 3 factorial, and repeat the same these three committee we want to select, 3 factorial. Now say 7. Just like I said, if you want to remove the factorial, you are going to multiply backward. 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. I will stop at that fourth factorial because 7 minus 3 is going to give me what? 4 factorial. Stop there, and 3 factorial. Therefore, 4 factorial here cut out 4 factorial. Cut out. And this one, I have 3 times 2 times 1 is going to give me what? 6. 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 1 is still going to give me 6. It means that this 3 factorial equivalent to what? 6. 3 times 2. I'm going to cut this one out. Cut this one out. The next thing, 7 times 5. That's what that is we have left here. 7 times 5 is going to give me 35. Therefore, I'm going to say how many ways. The question says how many ways can this be done? So the final answer that we have for the girls and for the boys is for girls multiplied by boys. Girls we get 10 ways, while the boys we have 35. When you multiply it together, we get 350 ways. Do you have 350 ways there? Yes. Option A. Our option A is the final answer. Let's move to the next question. In how many ways can a committee of 5 be selected from a group of 7 males and 3 female if the committee must have 1 female? Yes, now, okay, we are going to select what? We are going to select 4 from male and select the remaining 1 from what? From female, because the question said that the committee must have only 1 female, which means we want to select 5 out of this. So the remaining 1 will come from the what? From the male, while the 1 male will come from these 3. This 4 will come from this 7. So we are going to use combination, which is 7, 4. And for the guests, we are going to select, we have 3 committee, total member of committee there. Yes, we have total of 3 male from, therefore we are going to select what? 1. By the time you add this 4 plus 1, we are going to get the total 5. The question said that we should select 5 committee. Now let's proceed. 7 factorial divided by 7 minus 4 factorial, repeat the same 4 factorial. I say 7 multiplied by, to remove this factorial, multiply backward, 12 by 5 and multiply by 4 and multiply by 3. Let's stop at the 3 factorial. Now see 7 minus 4 is going to give us 3 factorial and 4 factorial. Here, let's multiply, let's cut out this 3 factorial, cut out 3 factorial, isn't it? And what we have left here, we have 4 factorial. 4 factorial is the same thing as 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, isn't it? Yes, fine. Now we can cut out this 4. 4 here 1, 4 here 1. What do we have left here? We have 3 times 2, 6 times 1, 6. Yes, what do we have left here? We have 7 times 6 times 5 is going to give us 2, 10. Divided by 3 times 2 times 1 is going to give us 6. When you 210 divided by 6 is going to give us 35. The next one is for the guess. So 3 factorial over 3 minus 1 factorial 1 factorial. We have 3 times 2 factorial here. 3 minus 1 is going to give me 2 factorial and 1 factorial here. This one cut out, and we have only 1 left here. 3 divided by 1 is still the same 3, going to give us 3. Now when we multiply these two together for the boys and for the female, for the male and the female, male, and what do you have for the male? We have 35. And what do we have for the female? Number of ways, we have 3. When you multiply it together, what is it going to give us? It's going to give us 105 ways. 3 times 5 is 15, 5, remainder 1. 3 times 3, 9, plus 1, 10. Therefore, we have 105 ways. Is our answer the yes? Option A. Correct answer is what? Option A. Let's move to the next question. A bag contains 7 red and 4 black identical balls. 2 balls were picked at random from the bag and replaced each time. Find the probability the 2 balls were of same color. We have red and black. There's probability that we pick red, red, or we pick black, black. That's it. Because the question said that it is probable, there is a probability. Find the probability that the 2 balls were of the same color. It is possible when you dig your hand inside the bag, you pick the same color. It's either red, red, or black, black. Anything in probability or it means plus. And anything that they did not put anything, it means multiplication, isn't it? Now, what is the total of the ball inside that bag? 7 plus 4 is what? 11. That is the total ball. Therefore, probability of the same color, which is red, red, 7 divided by 11 multiplied by 7 divided by 11. The next one is or. Anything or in probability is what? Plus. Black. What is the black? Black is 4. 11 multiplied by 4 divided by 11. Now, what do we have here? 7 times 7, 49. 11 times 11, 121. Plus 4 times 4, 16. 11 times 11, 121. Now, let's look for the SCM. SCM is 121. So, we have 49 plus 16. What will be our answer? 9 plus 6 is going to give me 15, remainder 1. 1 plus 5, 1 plus 4, 5 plus 1, 6. It's going to give me 65, 121. What can we use to divide them? I think that's all. That's our final answer. Do you have 65 divided by 120? 65. Yes, option B. Our correct answer is what? B. Let's move to the next question. U varies directly as the square root of V. When U equals to 24, V equals to 9. Find the value of V when U equals to 16. Now, when U is very, now we are going to write this formula we are going to use that connect them together when U vary directly with the square root of what? Square root of V. Square root of V. This is what we are going to use. And to change this sign to equal to, we are going to introduce constant, which is K. Is equals to K square root of V. And the question say when U equals to what? 24 and V will be equals to what? 9. Now let's apply it to this equation. U equals to K square root of V. What is our U? 24. So that we can substitute for K. What is our K? We don't know. That's what we are trying to look for. And square root of what? What is V? V is 9. 24 equals to, what is square root of 9? 3. Now, we have coefficients of K. Now, what is coefficients of K? We are going to divide it both sides by coefficients of K, which is 3, 3. 3 here 1, 3 here 1, 3 here 1. 3 in 24 is going to give me 8. Therefore, K equals to what? 8. And the question still do what? Ask further question. Find the value of V when U is equal to 16. Okay, what is K? We are getting K for 8. And what is V? Find the value of V. That's what we are looking for. We don't know. What is the value of U? 16. Now we apply the same formula, which is this equation, to solve it. Let me start from here. U equals to K square root of V, isn't it? Now, yes, what is our U? 16. What is our K? We got 8 for K, isn't it? What is the V? We don't know. That's what the question said that we should look for. Now, let's divide both sides by coefficients of that square root of V, because that's what we were trying to substitute for. A divided by A, divided by this. Here 1, here 1, here 1, here 2. Therefore, we have square root of V equals to 2. Now, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to move the square root on top of the 2 so that the V can stand alone, because that's our subject of the, that's what we are trying to look for, the value of V. Therefore, V is going to equals to 2 raised power 2. Now, what's our final answer? 2 times 2 is going to give us what? 4. V is going to be equals to 4. Do you have 4 there? Yes. Option B. Final option is option B. Let's move to the final question, which is the final question. Question 40. If B vary inversely as C raised power 1 over 3 and C equals to 24, when B equals to 2, find the value of the constants or proportionality of K. Now, when questions say that inversely mean 1 over something. This one, let me, if B inversely as C raised by 1 over 3, this is what the question means. Now, if you want to change this symbol to equals to, we are going to introduce the constant, which is K, to it. Now write like this: K multiplied by 1 over C raised by 3 is the same thing as 1 K times 1, or K over C raised by 1 over 3. The same thing. And the question said that C is what? 27. B is what? 2. And our K is what we are trying to look for, the value of K. Now, let's apply. B is equal to 2. Our K, we don't know yet. K times 1, 1. Our C is what? 27. This is 1 over 3. Now, to remove, the next thing we are going to do before I proceed, cross multiply. K times 1. Now, 2 times 27 raised power 3. Therefore, anything raised power 3, let me just do it like this way. Anything raised power 27 raised power 3, what number can we multiply together that will give us 27? It's 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. It means that this one is going to be what? This one is going to equivalent to 3. Therefore, our final answer will now equals to 2 times 6. 2 times 3 equals to 6. Our K is what? 6. Option B. Option B. Yes, this is the final question in this video. Kindly look out for the final video on Jamb 2024 mathematics question, where we will solve the final 10 that will start from the question 41 to question 50. Thank you for listening. I remain Sunday Bada. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Bye bye.